He cuts inside, stops short again.
This is Lieutenant Evans of the Homicide Division. Let me show you something interesting. This strange-looking contraption is a type of drawing board used in making animated cartoons. It's also an important exhibit in the death of Stu Farrell, the famous cartoonist. You've probably followed Farrell's comic strip, Speed Kenyon. Several million readers do.
Can you imagine a guy like that making $250,000 a year committing suicide?
Perhaps he didn't.
Well, the medical examiner found strychnine in his pills. There's that suicide note. Can't let those things out.
Oh, yes, the suicide note. This might be interesting to you. No more laughs here. Must be more out of this world. Don't feel too bad. Remember, this is killing me. Stu Farrell. This note was found on Farrell's desk by his estranged wife, Corinne Farrell, who also discovered the body. So we went to see her first. You say this was Mr. Farrell's apartment?
Yes. Why?
You and your husband were living apart. How did you happen to come here?
Well, I came on a truly private matter. It had nothing to do with his death.
You said Mr. Farrell was dead when you arrived. Who let you in?
I have my own key.
Mrs. Farrell, when did you separate from your husband?
Oh, it's about a year ago, I guess. Right after that shooting incident.
That's right. I read about that in the paper.
You seem to recall
It was nothing. I just did it to frighten Stuart. And I won't be annoyed with any more questions.
You're going to have to answer questions sooner or later, Mrs. Farrell. Remember, your husband was murdered.
All right. So the so-called shooting took place at Great Neck, Long Island, at a lawn party given for my husband by the Crown Feature Syndicate. My brother, Reese Hawley, was there. Stu created a terrible scene in front of all the guests. The things he accused poor Reese of doing.
According to the newspapers, Brother Reese has a hobby of signing other people's names to bank checks.
Only my husband's. And why not? Reese had done plenty for him.
Like what, Mrs. Farrell?
He got him big royalties for books, radio, and movies. And for that, my husband paid him $50 a week. A measly $50 a week for bringing my husband an additional $100,000 a year.
Whoever put that strychnine in your husband's sleeping tablets was right on target, Mrs. Farrell. And when we find out who that was...
It won't be Reese, I promise you that.
Could be you, Mrs. Farrell.
Me?
You had access to this apartment.
I'd still have to have the strychnine.
Oh, Chief. They found it. Strychnine. Found it in Farrell's dresser.
Almost empty. There's still enough in there to kill an elephant.
Looks like Farrell did bump himself off. See the name on it?
Yeah. Mrs. Farrell, one thing's been bothering me. Your husband was quite a man about town. How did he manage to keep up with his newspaper schedule?
About 3 years ago, when the syndicate began to squawk about his always being behind schedule, my husband hired Dan Thursby to help him. The last 6 months or so, Thursby practically drew the strip himself. Gave Stu more time to play around with people like Inez Alvarez, that phony Brazilian dancer. She's engaged to my brother, but Stu often used her as a model. Fine excuse.
Lieutenant Evans found this bottle of strychnine in your husband's dresser.
Yes, I remember when his doctor first prescribed it.
His doctor prescribed it.
There's nothing wrong in that, Lieutenant. 1/30th of a grain can act as a tonic.
Tonic?
A third of a grain will kill a man.
My husband must have known that, Mr. Allen. That's why he took it.
First going to the trouble of putting it in his sleeping tablets? No, Mrs. Farrell.
Perhaps he wanted someone to take the blame for murder. Someone he hated.
Now, that's a good idea, Mrs. Farrell. You'll have a talk with your brother.
I'm not going to let you persecute that poor boy.
Mr. Hawley, when did you last see your brother-in-law?
He broke up a move. Now I'll never be able to
finish it.
Never mind about that. When did you last see Stu Farrell?
Stu Farrell? Last night. What?
Did he threaten to send you to jail?
He always threatens, but nothing ever comes of it. Before I left, old Stu was on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Why? What were you talking about?
Inez Alvarez, among other things. I told Stu he could marry her after my sister divorced her. Big of me, wasn't it? Inez and I are engaged.
What was his reaction to that?
Said he would never divorce my sister, that I could keep Inez for myself. And I said, why don't you tell that to Inez? That's when he blew his bonnet. Really raved.
Did you by any chance suggest sleeping pills to quiet him down?
Why, yes, I did. There are times I can be very considerate. I told him to swallow the whole pot.
Then maybe I don't have to tell you that Stu Farrell is dead.
Somebody shoot him?
No. He died from an overdose of strychnine. You don't seem particularly upset about your brother-in-law's death.
I'm no hypocrite, Mr. Allen. Stu would have gotten it sooner or later.
Are you speaking for yourself?
Lots of it.
I'll get it. Hello. Who? Yes, he's here. Yes, send her right up.
Who was it?
Inez Alvarez.
You want to see her?
She's on her way up there. Miss Kelly and I will wait in there. Now remember, not even a hint that we're here. Answer the door. Remember what I told you.
Therese, one great guy to another, Stu Farrell. They were actually fond of each other at one time. Are you alone?
I'm always alone. Even when I'm with you, dear. What's on your mind?
I'm leaving town tomorrow.
Well, goodbye. Good luck.
Is that all you've got to say? What's gotten into you?
Nothing, darling. Am I not my usual sweet self?
I don't get it.
There's nothing to get. Understand, darling?
No, I don't. You said I could have some more money if
The
I...
doctor warned you not to get excited, my...
I hate to break this up.
Well, who are you? Say, what is this, a frame-up?
I had nothing to do with it,
What
darling.
kind of money do you want from Molly?
The money that's mine. The money he borrowed from me.
When did he say he'd pay you? When Stu Farrell died?
Oh, don't make me laugh. Stu Farrell didn't leave him the right time.
Well, don't you believe Holly will get a large sum of money from his sister in the event she inherits Farrell's estate?
You mean if she inherits the estate? I happen to know there was some changes going to be made. What is this, a cross-examination?
What kind of changes, Miss Alvarez?
I don't know. Just talk.
A moment ago, you spoke of Stu Farrell in the past tense.
No, I don't talk so good. Remember me? I'm from Brazil.
You know the place, Mr. Allen. It's near Ebbets Field.
Why are you asking me all these questions?
A couple of hours ago, Stu Farrell was found dead. Died of strychnine poison.
Yes, darling, strychnine.
You seem startled by the word.
Inez is in a very strenuous profession. The doctor prescribed strychnine to tone up her system.
Oh, ew.
All right, all right. I think you better leave now, Miss Alvarez, but don't go too far. I may want to talk to you later. How well do you know Glenn Thursby?
Very well. Before he became Stu Farrell's ghost artist, we started out in animated cartoons together. I did backgrounds, and Glenn started out as a tracer. Say, this is a terrific break for Thursby.
In what way?
The syndicate will want Thursby to continue the Speed Canyon strip.
You know, you've given Thursby a pretty good motive for wanting Farrell out of the way.
Oh, sorry. Thursby's not a bad guy, really.
Thanks very much, Holly. You've been a big help. Oh, you let me know if you get the sudden urge to travel.
Uh-uh. I like it here.
Later that afternoon, the handwriting experts came up with the startling information that the suicide note was written by Stu Farrell. Which left us right back where we started from. We had a body, 4 perfect suspects, but no murder. And then, just as things began to look darkest, came the break we've been looking for.
Hi, Chief.
Oh, coffee.
Well, some of our greatest minds read the comics.
Oh, I don't know. I never read them.
want you to do a little research at the local newspaper morgue. When my secretary got back from the newspaper office, I felt we had the key to the solution. You yourself may have noticed it earlier now that we talked. Lieutenant Evans then tried to contact Glenn Thursby.
Yeah, and I couldn't find him in, either at his home or in his office.
Then I figured that if we were to find what we were hoping for, we'd have to crash Thursby's office. Hey, this bears out what Reese Hawley told us about Thursby.
Sure does. He was really giving Farrell the kiss of death.
Did you find anything in those old drawings dated June 13th?
Yeah, you had it pegged all right. June the 13th was the only one that was missing.
Look out!
Come on. Knock it off. Oh, you'll never get away with this.
So will you. You Glenn Thursby?
What about it? What about it? What about hitting me over the skull? Me, a lieutenant of homicide. A lieutenant of... You're cops. Why didn't you say something about it?
You can give us a chance. You're a little too impetuous. Where are you going with a traveling bag?
Las Vegas, what? Las Vegas? All by yourself? Yeah, all by myself. What's the idea? Look, if you're going to Las Vegas all by yourself, what do you need 2 tickets for? To New York City?
By any chance going to see Crown Features Syndicate?
With Inez Alvarez?
All right, take him in with them.
Right. Well, look, I can explain everything.
You'll get a chance to explain tomorrow morning. Well, that brings us up to the present. In a moment, you'll come face to face with the suspects. Miss Kelly, have the people arrived?
Yes, they're here.
All right, bring them in, please. Oh, Lieutenant, will you bring Thursby here?
Right.
Excuse me. Stephen Allen speaking. Yes? Oh, is that so? All right, let me know the minute she can talk. Thank you very much. That was the emergency hospital. Inez Alvarez had just been brought in unconscious after an automobile crash. So that eliminates her for the moment. However, we'll go on with our other suspects shortly. Now that you're all here, I intend to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Stu Farrell was poisoned by one of you. Mrs. Farrell, your late husband's attorneys informed me that Mr. Farrell is preparing to change his will, leaving you almost penniless. As it stands now, you don't have to worry the rest of your life. That is, provided you had nothing to do with his death.
Isn't that a bit ridiculous? You know, it was I who called the police.
The switchboard operator saw you come into the building. How would it have looked if you hadn't called the police? Thursby, inheriting the Speed Kenyon cartoon puts you into the big money, doesn't it? Makes you quite a celebrity.
Oh, yeah, it's too bad the Crown Syndicate's keeping him a secret.
Maybe you don't read your mail. We found this letter open in your studio. It's from Crown Features Syndicate in answer to a letter you wrote them a couple of weeks ago. I'll refresh your memory. So keep up the good work, Thursby. And if by any chance Farrell is unable to continue with Speed Kenyon, you will take over under your own byline. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that the alleged suicide note is actually a forgery. If the job was so ingeniously done that even an expert would hesitate before sending a person to the chair on that evidence alone.
There's the Quinlan speech. How do you intend to do it?
Got quite a treat coming to you, Thursby. You see, Farrell did write the suicide note. How about it? Mr. Hawley, I wonder if you'd write a short sentence and sign your name for me, please.
This is the silliest note I've ever written. Reese Hawley.
Lieutenant, will you step behind the screen and see if you can make a copy of Mr. Hawley's handwriting and signature? Thursby, when did you start working for Stu Farrell?
About the middle of January.
That studio you occupy, is it yours or did it belong to Mr. Farrell?
Farrell was paying for it.
I see. It's because he also used it as sort of a storeroom, huh? Oh, thanks, Lieutenant. Yes, they look almost identical to me. I doubt whether anyone in this room, with the exception of Lieutenant Evans and Mr. Hawley, could tell the difference between them. You're probably wondering what we have hidden behind that screen. I won't keep you in doubt any longer. Where do you want this, Chief? Let's put it down. Paulie, have you ever seen this type of drawing board before?
Why, yes, they use them at animated cartoon studio.
Whoever wrote the alleged suicide note used this method to trace it. As you can see, the light under the glass panel makes Mr. Hawley's note transparent and very easy to read. Thursby, how large do you draw your cartoons for newspaper reproduction?
Twice the printed size? Why?
Because Stu Farrell's so-called suicide note was twice the size of his normal handwriting. A few moments ago, you probably thought I was insane when I said that Farrell did write that note. Miss Kelly, will you tell us what you found in the back newspaper files?
Stu Farrell wrote the suicide note as part of the continuity for the Speed Kenyon cartoon.
Do you remember that continuity, Thursby?
How could he? It was conveniently missing from his file.
Perhaps Thursby doesn't remember the strip's continuity at that time. It was drawn before he became Stu Farrell's assistant. But you remember that panel, Hawley.
Panel? What panel?
The last panel missing from the autographed Speed Kenyon cartoon hanging on the wall of your studio.
There's no panel missing.
No? Well, this is a photostatic copy of a newspaper reproduction of the original strip. It includes the last panel with the suicide note. You cut that last panel from the original drawing and traced it.
Oh!
Let me have that.
You're wrong. It was I who left the suicide note.
Well, I believe you, Mrs. Farrell. But it was Hawley who wrote it, gave it to you to use at the proper time. See, your brother had no way of knowing when Stu Farrell would take those sleeping tablets. All you had to do was wait until he did and then plant the note. Yes, I think this is all the evidence we'll need for this case, Lieutenant. See, crime, even when it starts with comics, always winds up in tragedy for the criminals. Thanks for being with us. You're always welcome. We'll hope to see you again soon.
He's loaded down pretty heavily. He's humming in a hole beside the ballad.
Dan's a good man.
Good. What?
Seems getting the best out of his crew, fighting his ship in the face of the enemy.
Any time. Of course, if he's been at sea that long, it's likely he'll not heard of the King's pardon for fire.
You can ask him. He's coming ashore.
Left line ready! I'll slice the ears off the next man who legs behind or crooks anything. That way they'd have been on board in a hurry when I've been away from my crew. Now, where is she? Where's my Lolita?
Somewhere else. There's something more important.
You lie! Nothing's more important. I ought to carve out your infidels for saying it.
I'm sorry, Captain.
I can't stay on the 32nd. What are you all standing about for? Come on, on to the country! I've gifts for you, tokens of my love. Over here, you lout.
Oh, and you have a wonderful trip.
You.
They are so beautiful.
That's nothing. I'm a whole shipload of them. They were meant for the Queen of Spain. Mr. Jolly Roger.
Dan. Come on. There's somebody I think you can meet. Dan Tempest, this is Butch Rogers.
Butch Rogers? You're just the man to appreciate this story. Spaniards in the Pacific still tremble at the mention of your name. You know the waters around Juan Fernandez Island?
There, during the late war.
Yes, of course you were. I used one of your jars.
Wait, Nanitito.
Dan. Butch Rogers came here to stamp out mines.
He's the governor from King George.
You?
Did you hear anything in the Pacific about the King's pardon for the pirate?
Yes, some wild talk. Didn't pay much attention.
Should have. The time limit expired 2 weeks ago.
You think you can threaten me?
Oh, I'm not threatening you. I'm arresting you. For self-confessed piracy.
So you're arresting me, eh, Rogers? Well, now, lad, shall we show him what we think of royal authority?
Dan. We accept it,
You're a pack of soft-bellied, mush-headed cowards.
No, Danny.
Worry, Lolita, that's the big one.
Are you? No, senor. Let them play, huh? Come on!
You know that one, too.
Beamish, take over the ship. Everything in it. And all this is confiscated by the crown. March into the port. 2 men! Take it away.
As far as I'm concerned, Tempest, you're still a pirate. You've been tried and convicted. I don't have to tell you the penalty.
I knew what the risks were. I've no regrets. How honest not.
Most men aren't in such a hurry to get to the gallows.
Most men don't know how to die.
Hello, Dan. Rather good view of the harbor you get from up there, don't you?
I can do without the talk, Roger.
All right. Let's get down to business.
You know what sort of tree that is? No. The branches look strong enough.
That guy. Like the wood the old buccaneers were always fighting the Spaniards.
As I understand it, only the very heart.
All the outside part.
It's good.
Through the cabin.
Thanks. I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Mind you, it's very hard work, and there's no glory in that. I'd like to see you give it a try. Build yourself a very pleasant little home. I think your wife would like it.
You mean, in the first place, I'm not married.
Of course, the land is free. You could always add extra rooms and children.
Why don't you hang me and get it over with?
Because I think a man who knows how to die should know how to live. I need strong lads who are willing to work. I need them bad. These islands have got to start paying their own way. Or we'll all. Fine.
Don't look like the same man. Would you believe it, Armando? Our dashing Dan at hard labor.
Building himself a home also. The great sea governor is sticking himself to the land. You two are prepared to work. I'll give you a fair share of the profits.
You want me to swing an axe for you? I'm a ship's master, not a wood chopper.
Why don't you stop this nonsense, Dan, and come on down to the plantation?
I was with Lolita last night. She says she's hardly seen you since you got back.
time for that later. I'm gonna get a load of that dyewood ready for shipment to Charleston.
Now, there are plenty of lads on this island who'd like to go cruising again. They can find the right captain.
But for real friend. Not the kind you have to work for.
You miss it, don't you, Dan? Feel of the deck under your feet.
Sure I do. I miss it. I'm gonna go on missing it. This is where I'm going to live, work, claim my pride, and raise my family. And I'll thank you two troublemakers to stay off my property.
Onions, pineapples, bananas, lime. Tortoiseshell. We get a good price for that in Carolina. Next year, tobacco and cotton of our own, shipped direct with. Oh, what's that? That, my dear Beamish, is salt. It's from the outlying islands. We can only get the men to rake it. We've got up here to supply the entire codfish industry of New England.
Ah, here comes our wild man of the hill. What kind of beast of burden is that? A mule or an ox?
Clearly, it's not human, or he would seek shelter from the midday sun.
Hey, Lolita's joined the dance for us. Why didn't you come and watch?
Don't smell so much.
How many loads does that make, huh?
22, 2 more to come.
I get your receipt.
Now, don't bother. I'll be back for a minute. I've got another job to do.
Randy, you brute! You spoiled my job!
I'll show you how to do it.
Hey,
You find that's his heaviest load yet. Beamish, I smell trouble. You better keep him in your sights.
Yes, sir. Here it is, my treasure. Oh. It wanted to see if it was finished.
This is what you call finish?
Well, maybe there are 1 or 2 things to do. It's not exactly a palace.
You are expecting that I should live here?
I'm asking you to marry me. Come over here. I've got something to show you. It's the only one in New Providence. You won't have to go down to the beach to wash.
Oh, only for fetching the water.
Well, we won't have to wait. Now we've got a place to live in. We can settle down and work.
It's not the life I wish for.
Well, we have our love.
My love was for a brave captain. Went to sea and fought great ships. Brought me fine breath. But not you. You are a joke in this house. Everyone laughs at you.
I gotta invite all you winter wanderers to get out and get down. Come on, wander in the end. Just call 1-800-2-WANDER and save up to 50% on hotel motel accommodations with a free winter wanderer coupon. Do it now.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, hold tight a little longer, be close a little longer with Big Red. And Big Red freshness right through it. The fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Keep your breath long, happy freshness with Big Red.
Here's the small pickup that has a lot of the others eating its dust. The small Ford Ranger. It's built tough, and it now has an even more powerful V6. More horsepower than even the Toyota Turbo. And there's the sporty fun-to-drive Ranger STX. Built tough. And the new Ranger Super Cab with lots of extra room for people or cargo. Built tough. And the Ranger S, priced at $59.93. Oh, did we mention all Rangers are built tough? Well, the best-built American trucks are built Ford tough.
Tell you how to save a bunch of money when you wander Indiana in the wintertime. Such a beautiful Indiana winter's day. I gotta invite all you winter wanderers.
Levi, every minute. And I'll...
It says even more.
Tuesday, when the A-Team goes south on the border to shoot a movie, they become targets of a bad review.
They must all be eliminated.
And can the guys from Riptide stop a psychotic lady killer before he kills again? Then on Remington Steel, a murder cover-up points toward an unlikely suspect.
I'm not going to shoot him.
Tuesday. The lover. The conqueror. The legend. Peter the Great. This February on NBC.
Introducing a new, longer-lasting Energizer.
The new Energizer AA battery. It's supercharged.
It's new, the longest-lasting Energizer ever. No battery in the world can outlast it. Now, radios play 14 hours longer than before. Now, 48 more flash pictures than before.
It's supercharged.
The new Energizer AA. No battery in the world outlasts it. It's supercharged.
Experimenting with another cat's medicine. It's nighttime, honey. Where's the light bulb?
Jesus, I'm still coughing, aching, fever.
But night will relieve your sniffling, sneezing, and stuffy head, plus coughs, aches, and fever. Also, you can rest.
NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, so you can rest medicine from a dose of course.
Not the odors we need on the maximum strength carpet deodorizer. More odor destroying ingredients than these combined.
Good evening. I'm looking to see what lies ahead. The old road used to help by cutting animals open and examining their history. Due to some objections by anti-detection, we have to omit the butcher, but through the wonders of modern science, we are not denied a glimpse into the future, the science much more tight. This is an X-ray of a fish, an animal which the ancients found to be full of strange organs. Interesting. Looks like rain. I can see this ball that is one inside of that part. I now know what for those parties I lost last
you better come up and help.
You think I'm gonna stop playing this? Turn my transcript and get
Looks like the both of you haven't had a square meeting day.
Oh, hold the wagon. Carry on to the Motel. I'm gonna spend all my time social shows cooped up in him.
And throw him out, maybe he's in trouble. There's no identification on him, nothing.
It gives me the creep. Feeling better, kid?
How'd I get here?
Oh, what made you think that?
You?
You hear that, kid?
Victor's the demon. I'm a magician. This is my wife, Irene. Helps me in my act. What act? Now, don't worry about this now, kid. My name is Hugo. Hugo what? Just Hugo. That's all they call me on the whole. What kind of one is that? It's a big one. Should I talk? See, I ran away.
Nice heavy big truck.
Let him talk. What are you doing here in police? Oh, well, there was this man. And he left me some newspaper for him on the street. At night, I sleep under the bridge. I didn't swear it. Oh, I heard him, mother. The man, his name is Fred. He's a bad man.
How come you got sick?
I'm not dead.
That's you.
But I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 days. 2 days. Irene, don't let this happen. See if you have some hot soup laid out.
Okay? It's your fault.
You're going to be all right, you know, but get your things back. What's moving? You're not crazy, are you? You're a magician. I've heard all about that. Spells on you. Now, well, somebody's going to have to get straight about this. So, I'll tell you what. As soon as you're feeling better, I'll let you watch the show. Sorry, leaving the show? Of course. Well, then I want to watch it. I like to watch her. She's great. Good. It's Hugo.
Right. Well, I gotta go find things. We're on 5 minutes. I'll see you later.
Amy. She looks just like her age. Well, about Amy. Oh, they told me about her home. I'm a devil, too. An angel like her to do with the job. Sometimes I wonder, too. Now, come on. Let's go watch the great. She's a magic now. Yes, Hugo. She's a magic. My friends, I conclude this is an invitation of sincere passion. Celebrated illusion. Crying a woman in passion. Always paid to the last. This is case done, right? All right, if you're ready, please. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen. He's killed her! The devil's killed her! I'm down. All right, I tell you. Look, she's smiling.
Now he just wants to put Hugo in the act to take care of the problem.
The kid worships.
But, yeah. Anyway, he had it.
So, do I want to go on? Let's go to church. Two of them.
Oh, and Dorothy boy. It's crazy, but that was pay the rent. Anyway, fix the headline and get just another comeback. Oh, I can think of the future.
Hey, what's that phone you got? You're trying to put up the box. Anybody can do a magic that when you know the man good to begin. You know, doing our own. How's that for a name?
What? We haven't got it down. Anyway, let's just never listen to it.
We belong together, kid. I can see it now, that good. There's got to be somebody. George! The big idea.
God. Time you and I talk.
a nice man, even if he does it that way. Well, I first I thought he was the devil. But now, he looks like the devil. Yes. You know, at the home, they wanted to send me away because I couldn't understand her. I'm all right now. I know Sweeney isn't the devil. It just does tricks. And you believe? I was the same way one time. I changed it. But now I need to see it.
and the American people.
Today, our big picture camera takes us to our nation's capital for a visit with Sergeant Stuart Queen at the National Press Club.
Few things in American life have a longer tradition of service to the people than I'm used to. Since long before the Revolution, they have covered the growth and, well, progress of our nation. They have reported our mistakes and our successes. They have reflected our grief and our humor. Our forefathers knew that only an informed people could remain free people. It has been the task of newsmen to keep us informed. In the course of gathering information, reporters for generations have followed American wars, moving with their armies at Gettysburg and the Marne, at Normandy and the Busan Perimeter. Their stories had a common hero. It was the American soldier. Today, the big picture will turn back to what is now history. The summer storm of 1950. The harsh and bitter days of the early fighting in Korea. With me here in the National Press Club to tell part of this story is one of America's most distinctive war correspondents, Jim Lucas of Scripps Howard Newspaper Alive. Hello, Stu. It's been a long time. Yes, it has been. As I remember, we met for the first time over in Korea at the Informal Press Club.
That's right. That was the summer of 1950. That was reported.
It was a nightmare for all of us.
Well, actually, no better, no worse than I'd expected.
Why?
Well, I'd covered enough of fighting in the Pacific, World War II. We prepared for just about anything.